was a side chick, y'all. I was a side chick. And I'm being that girlfriend that's like, no, my nigga don't cheat, my nigga don't do this, my nigga don't do that. Like, he was giving father vibes, y'all. What am I missing? Like, why am I setting my man up? She's like, nah, that's my man too. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Buddha, back at it again with another video. So today I'm gonna be doing a story time, and if you've seen me in this outfit already, that means you may have watched my AliExpress haul, but I'm not changing my clothes, sis, no shade. I'm gonna just tell y'all how I found out that I was the side chick, or if I was the main chick, the other main chick, whatever. I was somebody's side, okay? Somebody came first, obviously. So I got some notes, so if you see me looking down at my notebook, it's because I wrote some notes down, not a lot, so I may still be all over the place with this. We're gonna start off from the very beginning. When I first met him, I met him when I was in junior high school, and he was already in high school, so he's older than me, probably about by 2 years. So we met a long time ago. If anybody knows about the skate key, we met in the skate key. So he was my little something in the skate key, but it was never nothing so deep. You know, it was like, you know, I was a little too young for that. In the skate key, I had to be about 12, 13. I don't know. I could be wrong with my date, my age, but I was young. So if y'all know the key, like, you had your little boos, but you couldn't go see them because you was too young to go see them. So the only time you saw them was when you went to the skate key. The skate key is like a little club that you go skating in. It was for younger kids. For some reason, it was okay for 13 and 12-year-olds to go clubbing and getting out of a club at 3 a.m. Somehow that worked for some reason. When I first started going, my mom would go with me. Sorry, I'm getting off track. But when I first started going, my mom would go with me, but my mom stopped going with me after a while. And that's when I started getting my boos and my boyfriends, and one person on the other side of the key and this person on the other side of the key, and I had all the boyfriends in the world. So he was one of them. But it was never deep because he was a little too old for me. Alright, so boom, skipping over. He used to come get me from my junior high school. So when I was in junior high school, it was a McDonald's across the street from my junior high school. I went to PS 98, and I believe that's the name of the school. Yeah, PS 98. So across the street from that school, it was a McDonald's. He used to meet me in that McDonald's. Like, he was giving father vibes, y'all. Like, he used to look at my report cards before I brought them home to my mother. When I used to go across the street, he was buying me food, like, before I got there and everything. Like, he really was like low-key my man, but not my man at that time. Like, it was just weird. Like, he would literally just come meet me, sit in McDonald's. I used to get in trouble for coming home late. Like, why are you coming home this late from school? Mind you, I'm sitting in McDonald's, chilling with him, being innocent, not even going to his house or nothing, just sitting in McDonald's, just thinking I had me a man. And he would spend all his money on me. Like, I used to say, like, where does this boy get his money from, or whatever? But it didn't even matter because he was just buying me McDonald's. Like, I didn't know nothing about, you know, all of that. So then, you know, a lot of time went by. High school went by. I didn't see him, none of that. Like, once I graduated, I'm sick, y'all, so excuse me. Once I graduated junior high school, I didn't see him anymore. Like, he was a ghost. We didn't have each other numbers or anything. Like, that's what was the scary part. Like, how did you know to meet me at this time in McDonald's? You a creep, but whatever. So fast forward on, I graduated high school, or whatever the case might be, college, whatever the case might be. I went to this club. I don't remember the name of the club. The club was on 42nd. If y'all live in New York, y'all know where 42nd Street is at. The club was on 42nd Street. So I'm standing on the line, and I'm with this girl that I used to talk to, whatever. So I just hear somebody say, yo, shorty, like, yo. So my friend that I was with, that I don't talk to no more, so I don't want to say her name, I'm gonna call her. She don't even need a name, whatever, her. He called, like, he was calling in our area or whatever. So she's looking, she's like, no, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to. If any of my friends is watching this, y'all know who that is. Y'all, I know y'all dying because that's her voice. I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you, no. And he like, I just hear him like, yo, shorty, I wasn't even calling you. So off the bat, that voice, I knew that voice off the top. Like, I'm like, please don't tell me. I need to give him a name. I'm gonna call him Calvin, because that's what, just call him Calvin. So Calvin is like, yo, I'm not even talking to you, shorty. Like, he on the line, like, I'm not even talking to you, shorty. Yo, tap her. So me, I ignore people. Like, I don't want to talk to y'all, so I ignore people. So I was ignoring him, like, and my friend like, he tapping you, like, he want to talk to you, like that. So I'm like, I look back and I'm like, Calvin? Like, it's really Calvin. Like, the voice clicked, but I was like, nah, that's not Calvin. Like, I haven't seen Calvin since junior high school. Like, there's no way Calvin still sound like that. It was Calvin. So Calvin friend was on the line with him, and I hear Calvin friend like, yo bro, I left my ID, bro, I left my ID. So he like, so Calvin friend like, yo bro, I left my ID. Calvin like, yo bro, no funny, I'm not going back. Like, nah, it's a dub, I'm not going back. So the boy like, alright, I'm gonna drive your car, go get my ID, and I'm gonna come back. He like, alright, bet. So Calvin gave him his car keys or whatever. So Calvin beasted, standing in the back of the line, just looking. Like, he not saying much. Like, me and my friend just, alright, I said hi, whatever. But I'm still like, that used to be my little shorty or whatever, so I'm paying attention. So fast forward, we get in the club, we dancing. Not me and him, but me and my friend is dancing, whatever. And he tries to come behind me, trying to get like a little dub. Like, he like behind me, and I'm like, if anybody know me, I don't dance in the club. Like, no. First of all, I'm too shy. And no, I'm not dancing, no. So he comes behind me like, you're not gonna dance with me, He's whispering in my ear like, you're not gonna dance with me. I'm like, no, like trying to be cute, like, no, whatever. He like, you want a drink? I'm like, I don't drink. He like, I'm gonna get you a ginger ale. You want a ginger ale? I'm like, yeah, go get me a ginger ale. So he bought me a ginger ale, and the whole night, like, he on my body, like, hard. When I say hard body, y'all, he's on my body, hard body. So whatever, fast forward, we leave the club. He like, yo, let me drive you and your friends home. I'm like, it's mad of us though. He like, it don't matter, like, y'all good, like, get in my car, like, we go home. So we get in the car, he dropped all my friends off. Everybody get dropped off. It was like 5 of us, y'all. He left his boy in the club, drove us all home because we was leaving like 10 minutes early, because y'all know what, after the club, no. So he was driving us home or whatever, so mad of us in the car or whatever. He left his friend. He drove all my friends home. Last stop, of course, is me. I'm in the car. He like, this was key number 1 that this nigga was crazy. First of all, let's just mention he was crazy. Key number 1, he was crazy. My friend get out the car. He like, your friend said my breath stink? What? My friend is in the back seat. The last person he dropped off is what he's saying. My last friend that he dropped off before me, he's saying like, she whispered to me saying his breath stink. So I'm like, what? Like, no, like, what are you talking about? She didn't say nothing about your breath. She actually didn't talk the whole time she was in the car, because obviously it's awkward now. It's only us 3 and, like, you know, giving third wheel vibes. So it's like, no, like, she ain't say nothing about you. He like, I thought I heard her say my breath stink. No, she didn't say her breath stink. So whatever, fast forward, we start dating. This like probably like 2 weeks later. He's one of those type of boys that was like, you're not my friend. Like, I'm like, we friends, we gonna see where it go. He's that type of boy that was like, no, we're not friends, you're my girl, like, and that's that. Like, you're my girl, what are you talking about? You stupid, you my girl. Like, that type of nigga. And you know, girls, we think it's cute, like, like, why? Like, why you don't want to just be my friend? Why you, like, you know. So whatever, we started dating. We was in a relationship. Every morning, I would go to his house every day. He will hold me hostage like every single day, y'all. Like, when I mean every day, like, this nigga was like, no, like, stay here, like, can you just stay at my house while I work? And he used to work, I don't want to say where he worked. He used to work a job that required him to leave the house at 8 o'clock at night, but he didn't come home to 10 o'clock in the morning. A good job that paid real good. It's a city job, so he's good. But, like, who wants to stay in your house at 8 o'clock by themselves in the dark with your mother in the other room? And wait till you come home 10 in the morning. I'm up at 8 in the morning sitting there looking dumb. He used to leave me money to get food and his keys, but it was still like, for the whole entire week, don't nobody want to feel hostage to be in your house like that. So we started like getting into little arguments, because I would be like, no, I'm going home, like, no. And then when he would come home, like, he used to do different stuff. Like, he used to sell stuff. Y'all know what, if y'all know what I mean. So Calvin used to sell stuff. So his phone obviously used to get blown up the whole day. He used to have to meet people, go downstairs and stuff like that. All the time, this same number kept blowing Calvin's phone up, y'all. When I tell you Calvin's phone used to get blown up, and let me go back a little bit. When I first met Calvin's mother, she used to love me, y'all. Like, when I say love me, like love me, like love me. Used to come in the room, sit, talk to me. She even cried to me one time about things that was going on in her life and everything, y'all. So around this time when we started getting into like these little arguments, and I stopped going over there as much, and I just wasn't, you know, like going over there, going back home and not staying there, I started seeing that his mother even was acting funny. But back to the phone calls. Keep the fact that his mother was acting funny in mind. So the phone calls, this same number, I'm like, there's no way this is a sale. Like, there's no way you selling something to this lady. Like, there's no way you selling something. Like, there's no way. My camera dying again. I'm like, there's no way you selling something to this lady, y'all. Like, there's no way this lady keep calling you like, nah, I don't got nothing, and hanging up the phone. Like, I don't got nothing, hanging up the phone. I don't got nothing. Every time she called, if I was there, he would answer the phone and be like, I don't got nothing. I don't got nothing. And the way she would answer the phone, she'd be like, hello? And he'd be like, nah, I don't got nothing. He would hang up the phone. Like, she didn't get a chance to say, yo, where you at? Like, you got that? Da-da-da, nothing. Like, he would literally just keep hanging up the phone on this girl so fast. And I kept saying, nah, this number. So as I'm sitting in the car, y'all know the little thing pops up on the car thing. So I'm like, this number. So I wrote the number down low key in my phone. Put the phone away. Number kept calling y'all for months and months. As a girlfriend, you sitting there like, all right, I know you get phone calls all day. I'm lenient with that. I understand it's gonna be females that want what you got, and it's males that want what you got. Whatever you selling, they want it. I get it. I'm here for it. Whatever. You do what you gotta do, whatever the case might be. But this same number constantly blowing you up. It was to a point in time where the number kept calling him, and he was like, yo, stop effing calling me. Stop effing calling me. I told you I don't got nothing. Now, who you know want that stuff so bad that they gonna blow your phone up, unless it's a crackhead. So we would get into these arguments, and we would stop talking to each other for like a week straight. Like, you go do what you gonna do, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And we would really literally stop talking. Like, he would not call me, he wouldn't answer my phone calls or nothing, y'all. Like, when I mean nothing, I mean nothing. Like, blocked. I'm talking about blocked. And then randomly he would just pop up at my house, and me being a fool, I open the door and take him right back in. It was a constant thing. It was like a every other week thing. Constantly. And then one day, my friend called me on the phone. The same friend that I went to the club with. The same old friend that I went to the club with. I guess she a little bit of an MVP or whatever. Or maybe she like drama. Who knows? Who cares? Or whatever. So she called me like, Buddha. That's my nickname. Buddha. I'm like, what's up? She like, Calvin is in the car with me right now, I think. So I'm at rehearsal. So I'm like, I gotta call you back. So she like, all right. So she texted me. So I'm like in the car. Like, what's she talking about? There's not no Calvin. So she texted me like, yo, call me as soon as you get this message. Call me as soon as you get this message. So I'm like, all right. I see all these texts. I finally called when I got out of rehearsal. She's like, I think I'm in the car with Calvin. She didn't even say his name. She said, I think I'm in the car with your boyfriend. So I said, in the car with my boyfriend. My boyfriend at work. At least that's what I thought. My boyfriend at work. So you're not in the, he not like your friend, you're not in the car with my boyfriend. So wrong guy. She's like, no, Buddha, it's him. Like, it's him. I'm like, no. She like, he got an Audi. I'm like, mind you, in my head, I'm being that girlfriend that's like, no, my nigga don't cheat, my nigga don't do this, my nigga don't do that. She like, he got an Audi. I'm like, no. She like, no, he got an Audi, a white one. I'm like, yeah, he got an Audi, my fault, yeah. So I'm like, let me get some more tea. Let me not let her stop. Let me give her that so she could give me more. She like, he got on a gold Citizen watch and a Bape shirt. I know Calvin like the back of my hand. That's Calvin's outfit. I'm like, nah. She like, he got braids. I'm like, this boy's supposed to be at work. There's no way this is my nigga. So I hung up the phone on her. I'm like, hold up. I hung up the phone on her. I'm like, take a picture. She took the picture. It took her mad long to send the picture. I'm waiting for the picture. She finally sends me the picture. I'm like, hold up. So now, at this point, she like, he kicked us out the car. I'm like, he kicked you out the car? She like, yeah, he kicked us out. He told us to get the F out of his car. I'm like, wait, who he had with him in the car? She like, let me give this girl a name, this random girl. She's not even the main part of the story, but she's one of the girls that he used to talk to while he was talking to me. So I'm gonna call her Shasha, the lady. She was a lady, a grown woman with kids. I'm gonna call her Shasha. So Shasha, she in the car with me, Shasha, da da da. I think he talked to Shasha because him and Shasha said they was going to a hotel. I'm like, a hotel? This boy's supposed to be at work. That's number one. So I'm like, no, this can't be Calvin. I'm like, you need to send me the picture. She finally sends me a picture. I get the picture. I'm like, that's really Calvin, yo. That's really Calvin. So I'm like, well, where the girl at? Since he kicked you and the other girl out the car, Shasha's the only one left in the car. He drove off with Shasha in the car. So at this point, I'm like, nope. Blowing his phone up, blowing his phone up, blowing his phone up. He not answering. So I get the number from the girl that was in the car with Shasha. Shasha and her was cool. So I need the number. So I finally get Shasha number. So I call Shasha like, let me ask you a question. Mind you, I know Shasha. So I'm like, let me ask you a question. She like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, who you in the car with? Calvin. So I'm like, hold up, who you in the car with? Whatever. So she like, oh, his name is not da-da-da. His name is Calvin. So this is the name. He gives people mad names. I know all of his names. Calvin is his middle name. So I'm like, nah, his name is da-da-da. And she's like, no, the boy I'm in the car with name is Calvin. So you can hear Calvin in the back like, yo, hang up the phone, hang up the phone, hang up the phone. I'm like calling his phone off the hook. I said, I'm going to send you a picture of me and him. You tell me if that his name is Calvin or if his name is da-da-da. So I sent her the picture. She's like, wow. She like, he just kicked me out the car on the side of the road. So I'm full out laughing like, yo, this boy is really crazy. So after that, I didn't speak to this boy for weeks. Like, he didn't answer his phone. He didn't give me no explanation as to why he cheated. Nothing, y'all, nothing. So mind you, me and this boy did everything together. We went to the Poconos. We went on vacation together, everything. But not major, nothing major. Like, nothing major key like the next chick I'm about to tell y'all about. So 2 weeks later, he finally hit me up. He apologized. He bring me flowers that died on my bed. Because I don't take care of no flowers. I don't even like flowers. That's number one. So it was just like, at this point, my mood was like, he could do him and I'm going to do me. Because at this point, I was done. You cheated. I'm a little over it. You didn't call me for 2 weeks. And then you call me with this nonsense. You take me out to eat. I'm taking it. I'm taking the food. I eat anything. So give me the food. I don't mind. Spend your money. Spend your cash. That's the type of mood I was in. That's the type of vibe I was on. Spend your cash. I'm gonna spend all your money. That's what I'm gonna do. Take me shopping, buying me sneakers, everything. Like when I tell y'all, coming home every day, Jordans on the bed, sweatsuits, jackets, money, everything. This man felt bad. He felt bad. So I'm still in his car, still to this day. I mean, not this day, still to the day that we at. I'm still in his car and he's still getting these same phone calls from this other number. This number is not Shasha's number. I now have Shasha's number saved in my phone. So like, it's giving like, Calvin, who you talking to, Calvin? Because at this point, who's this number? This number don't want nothing. Like, this number blowing you up every time we together, like, and we're always together all day long. While you sleep, you got this number blowing your phone up. But alright, I'm gonna keep it cool. So a few weeks passed. All of a sudden, Calvin got 2 phones. Calvin, when was you even gonna tell me you got 2 phones? And why do you have 2 phones? Talking about one is for my regular, you know, family members, you, and the other one is for my business. So I must look like Boo Boo the Fool. So I'm looking, I see some sneakers in his room. He left me at his house for work. I stayed, he left. I found some sneakers in his room. I'm like, this not his size. This is size 6. These ain't mine either. I look inside, it's a pair of Jordans, brand new. What's size 6? Alright, so I'm waiting for him to get home in the morning. Calvin got home in the morning. I said, Calvin, whose sneakers are these? Oh, I bought that for my niece. Your niece is little. Like, your niece is 10 years old. Your niece don't wear no size 6. No, she don't. I see this little girl all the time. Your niece always at this house. Your niece don't wear no size 6. Your niece wear 4.5. I know what size your niece wear. Because I like to pair her sneakers. I said, oh, let me try these on. They too big for me. She wears a size 4.5. Your niece don't wear a size 6. So stop lying. Nah, I bought them in the wrong size. Listen to the story, y'all. I bought them in the wrong size. He making up all these excuses. Alright, Calvin. Calvin got locked up. So Calvin left a voicemail on, what's her name gonna be? I'm called Pinky. Because she got another name with the color. I'm called Pinky. Pinky had a voicemail, right? Everybody got a voicemail on their phone, duh. Calvin called Pinky from jail. Obviously his main chick, because he didn't call me. Or at least, whatever. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge. Calvin called Pinky and left a voicemail saying, yo, Leshana, my real name. Yo, Leshana, I'm locked up, babe. Like, so if you're not getting no calls from me, it's because I'm locked up. Da-da-da-da. This is my case number, blah, blah, blah. Call my lawyer, da-da-da-da. For some reason, I don't know how this female got my number. Either she was doing the same snooping I was doing when they was together and I was calling his phone, he wasn't answering. I don't know what she was doing or what he was doing, how she got my number, but she called me like, your name Leshana? I'm like, yeah. Oh, your man called me. My man, Calvin? Yeah, your man called me. He left a voicemail on my phone thinking I was you. First of all, I'm not calling nobody saying that. That's embarrassing. That's number one, but whatever. She like, yeah, he called my phone thinking I was you. Let's set this nigga up. At this point, I'm like, whoa, set my man up for what? He made a mistake and called your number, miss. Like, she sounded like a grown woman on the phone, so I'm like, miss, he called you by accident. Like, why you want to set my man up? So she like, nah, shorty, don't, no, you missing it. I'm like, what am I missing? Like, why am I setting my man up? She's like, nah, that's my man too. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I fell out laughing. I was dying. So she get into how they started talking, blah, blah, blah. So we supposed to be setting him up. So you know me, I'm with the antics. Let's do it, whatever. Somehow he found out about the antics, and when he got out of jail, he met up with her. She didn't even tell me. Like, we were supposed to meet up, but she said something about, oh, he found out about our antics, and that was the end of it. I said, oh, all right, whatever. So I dropped it. I was just waiting for him to get out so I could square up with him and knock him out. But she got to him first. How she even knew he got out? You called her? So she called me another time. This is like a month later. Me and Calvin been talking a month. She called me a month later like, oh, I'm done with this nigga. If you want him, he's a cheater. You can have him. I'm like, oh, y'all still together? I thought you was done with him a long time ago when he got locked up and you wanted to meet up and set him up and jump him. Me and you jump him together. Like, what happened to that? Like, don't call me now. Like, since when he was cheating on me with you, when he was cheating on you with me, you decided to stay with him. Go deal with that. Like, you deal with that. So y'all know Calvin with his charm. This man is charming, okay? This man get you back within quickness. So Calvin called me, popped up at my house. My mother loved Calvin still to this day. She said, oh, Calvin this, Calvin that. Calvin could come back anytime, no matter how many times Calvin cheated on her daughter. Calvin got me. He got me back. I mean, I was nice and dumb. Calvin got me back. Yep, right after she called me and said she met him at the jail, Calvin got me back. Yep, I was done. Yep. So me and Calvin, we back at it. After a month, we back at it. Like, nothing happened. Nothing dropped. We going on dates. We doing this. We doing that. Hold me. One day, I was at work. I will never forget this day, y'all. This was the day I said, Calvin, you're a dub. Like, no matter your charm, no nothing. Pinky called me like, oh, I'm at your man house. I said, oh, okay. I hung up the phone. I don't got time for that. I'm at work. She texts me pictures of her in her bra, laying down. Mind you, he's knocked out, mouth wide open. She's taking mad pictures, like, looking nice and dumb, sending me pictures. You want to be in the bed with a man that you know I be in the bed with? Like, that's one thing I'm not here for. Like, we not both gonna lay in this bed. And I'm not sending you pictures of me looking nice and dumb in this bed. And I feel the need to send you pictures because I feel like you his girl too. Like, no. She sent me pictures to the phone or whatever. So she sent me pictures walking out the building. Now remember the Jordans. She sent me pictures walking out the building with the Jordans on. I'm like, those are size 6 Jordans that was... Heard you, Calvin. Heard you. Calvin didn't answer his phone after that for weeks. Christmas, me and Calvin was supposed to go upstate to his family event. Calvin said he wasn't going no more. It was a dub. Christmas came. Calvin didn't answer the phone. Guess where Calvin was? With Pinky upstate at the family event. I had to be the side chick. I had to. There's no way Calvin curved me to go with this girl, me, his whole family upstate at a Christmas event where they stayed for a whole week. I was a side chick. Y'all. I was a side chick. At that point, I said, Calvin, I'm done. But I cannot believe I was a side chick, y'all. I can't believe it. Like, I can't. If you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching. If you was ever the side chick, comment down below what your story is. I need to know your story because I don't want to feel like I'm the only side chick. Like, I was really the side chick. Do I look like the type of girl that needs to be a side chick? Absolutely not. My camera's dying. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and leave a comment. Oh, I said that already. All right, bye. Do I got time for a twerk? This has you snatched. When I mean snatched, I mean snatched. It has you snatched. Okay? When I try it on in the try on, y'all gonna see it. It has you like, and guess what? I can't wear it more than 5 minutes. I'll be like, ugh.